March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible direction converges in the shot's possible directions converge in his mouth. A ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain. Where does it come from? From the roof outside, location A prime. Means it's pretty tall, it looks like. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inward like a corona behind the woman's back. Inspect the ghostly figures. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Have a look at A prime, the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels in a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is the composite location, A prime. Most likely of the origin points. Shouldn't there have been a gun residue outside? There could have been, then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago, so I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from. 72% with an antique weapon that fires military-grade ammunition, a Bell McGraw rifle, for example. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. Lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point? Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. Let's see. Area X. Are there any arguments against A prime, the roof? None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Could there have been another point of origin further away? That's a 28%. That's a 28% yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez? Extrapolate to include all of Martinez. According to your map of the district, the shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B and B prime. Wait, where's B? Let's call them B prime. Oh, more precisely, B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet. There may have been smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. B prime the boardwalk. 700 meters away, the likeliest of the B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At the distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. Lands in 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched. B triple prime. 1 kilometer away, an unlikely point of origin beyond the docks, somewhere on an islet. I'm not sure. The Bay of Martinez, perhaps. There are islets there, badly charted as they may be. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window between Rue de Saint-Gilles 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islet is questionable. So the shot could have come from somewhere further away than the roof. It is possible that it came from B prime, the boardwalk, B double prime, Lands End, or B triple prime, the islet. You can't know for sure until you investigate those locations. The lieutenant would probably agree that in this situation, it's best to be thorough. Okay. Blink. So did I get a new... determine where the shot came from? So wait, do I have to look out here? Do I have to investigate A? Or is it just assumed that that has been investigated? I don't see anything. Okay. And back in we go. I have a skill point. Huzzah! Huh. It says my session timer reset. I wonder if my stream, like, dropped out for a second. That's interesting. We'll have to see. Oh, it did. Thanks for letting me know, Defuncator. I don't know what happened with that. I wonder if it'll show up as two separate streams or just one. Might have to call this, like, episode 8A and 8B. Thanks for the heads up. Huh, I wonder if I did have a weird keystroke in there or something. That's... I don't know. Never have had that happen before. Oh well. We soldier on. Let's go back. So before... So it's been about an hour since we unplugged the ice chest. Let's just see if we're making any progress here. Before we go exploring. Okay, so yeah, so here is... Oh, it won't even give me the thing. Let's go ahead and equip that. Just do this for good measure. Machines unplugged, better grip with gloves, standard anti-world die. Alright, so this is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing, huh? I feel like we would have seen some progress after an hour if it was going to happen. Whew. Not really sure what to do with this. I mean... We can... I mean, we could put a point in physical instrument. We can try it and then put a fifth point back in it to unlock it and then try it again and just keep going. I think that's our only path forward at this point. So I don't have any clothes. I already have the single piece of clothes on that does it. So let's just give it a shot. Better grip with gloves. Here we go. Failure. Ice squeaks beneath your Cavleson multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shut as tightly as before. That's already unplugged. There's not much else to do other than wait for it to defrost or bulk up and get stronger. Okay, so I can wait for it to defrost. It's good to know. So, do I want to wait? Or do we want to bulk up? Oh, man. I wish I knew if there was is there a downside to letting it wait? Like, does something bad happen if I do that? Hmm. I don't know the answer to that question. So I'd rather save my points for something else if possible. All right, let's just put one in it. But what I should do, I guess, right, is go try every physical instrument check, and then put one in physical instrument, and then that way I'm not wasting those checks. Actually, there's one in here. There's one in Contact Mike's gym. Alright, so... it's this... no, it's this way. Down we go, down we go. Over here, down the stairs, to the barbells. Probably just gonna hurt ourselves. %3 chance. This is gonna end badly, isn't it? It's okay. You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns out you're no beast. You're an old man with bad form. Let's go ahead and heal. Alright. Where are the other physical instrument checks? Oh, there's the one... he's gone. I did. I tried to improve. Can't do... physical instrument trash can? I don't even know what that one is. I know, if only the inspiration of Contact Mike could have done it for me. Hard door. I think that's done. I've already done that. Let's go to the trash can and then we'll check out Egghead, and then we can reset all the physical instrument checks. It's a lot of physical instrument checks, I guess because I haven't done them. Because I suck at being physical instrument. I'd really love to save as many points as I could, but need this data cube. Well, I guess we can go out and... I could just wait overnight. But I don't know if it would be bad. I feel like I second-guess myself so much in this game because it seems like a game that would do that. It's a physical instrument? Oh, God! It was loud. Look at all the boxes of... I don't remember... what the physical instrument check here was. Don't even see it anymore. I think this happens sometimes in the game. Like, checks are gone, but they still list them there. Yeah, because I don't see that. I could just go to sleep, let it defrost, come back in the morning, and see what happens. All of these are... yeah, Land's End, Boardwalk. I don't even know how to get to the island. Ah, so I did posit that we would be going to the island, and I think I am correct. Wait, don't I have... yeah, ask about Ruby in the village, yes. So, need to go this way anyway. We caught a Phasmid. A Phasmid. I doubt there's going to be anyone out and about this late. Fisherwoman is still out.
The waves are beginning to die down.
No, nothing here.
Look at those little bastards.
He's seeing you. Dang, that's a pretty impressive suggestion check. Okay, old lady, have you seen Ruby?
Our tenant,
Seen the red-haired woman named Ruby?
policeman.
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately. Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
What can I help you with?
Okay, but you know... But do you know who I'm talking about? This is my little cinderblock town. She nods to the with a wrinkled smile. I know what goes on around here. She's being evasive. She knows something. You know something. We're here to help. This is like when the man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. This isn't about the Union, you know. You don't have to worry about retaliation. Ah, I should have known. She shakes her head. This is yet another Union mess. I'm not afraid of them. You know, we're not in the habit of being afraid around here. I see you know something, but you decide not to tell me. Tell us. Kim's not here. Okay, but I'll be back later if I find anything suspicious. There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now there's something else. You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. Ah. My shack, you say? Washroom is hiding something. Look around. Maybe get into her shack somehow. I could go and investigate some of these other spots first. But I feel like I should do that with Kim. He might enjoy that. Oh, let's just go do this stupid physical instrument check. They're leaving this poor girl out here in the rain. What a bunch of doofuses. Oh, well, there's a boat. That's new. Alright, Egghead.
Good morning! Yeah! Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Failure. No, that would be silly. Your body isn't for thinking. It's for robust, wholesome things. Things like discus, javelin, and 400-meter hurdles. That's funny. Well, we tried. There's a boat. I wonder what the boat's for. Let's kind of just swing back by the boat and then we'll head into the house. Do. Wonder how you get to that boat. And it was there just a second ago. Huh. Well, I figured you could get to it from here, but I guess you can't. Okay. Let's go... If I go in the house, am I going to get locked in there? Can you see the boat from over here? I don't see the boat. It's weird. Alright, let's just see if we can... It's getting late and snowing. Time to call it a day. This kind of going to put a kink in our... Do I really want to put one... The thing is, if I put one in there, is it really going to help me? I'm going to come up like 1 point shy of something I really want to do. I really haven't, like, stacked points in anything, except perception. I don't know how that happened. I think I must have needed to reset checks. I had to put reset checks here. That's where those went. Alright, physical instrument. Dang, what a waste. Let's just go do his stupid check again. Hardcore to the mega. See the boat. I can't get to the boat. Alright, Egghead, let's try again.
Good morning!
We're up to 28%.
Pump it up! Pump it up! Pump it up!
Why don't I have a... I thought I have 2 in physical instrument, right? 2. Okay, but don't I have a shirt on that gives me a +1? But I have a +1 from that, so what is driving my shirt down? I don't quite understand, unless one of my thought cabinets has a good... I have a -2! Oh! Okay, we are not going to do this until that is finished. So we screwed right now. I guess we're gonna let our, we're gonna have to let our thing de-thaw. Does anybody know if I go there and I just try it and it fails, as it de-thaws, does that open that check up further? Like if I go to sleep and come back the next day, is that gonna, or do I have to put another point back into physical instrument? Does anybody know the answer to that? Out there in the chat? I think after sleeping they open back up. Interesting. Oh, like do all the white checks open back up? That would make sense, because I definitely had, well, maybe not all of them, but maybe select ones. I've had some open up after I have, but I haven't put things in them. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. It's good to know. I've only ever seen that you can open them up from doing the, putting points in the skill thing. Alright. Yeah, this will be a good test. You're right, Defuncitator. Scientific method. We have an hypothesis. Let's test it. So we're at 20. I don't remember what we were at before, but it wasn't... Oh, I've got a -2 going. Okay, let's do it. Alright, we failed. Okay, so... It's a shame that I'm going to have to... I'm pretty much going to have to let that thing de-thaw because of that thought experiment. Surely they won't let the de-thawing ruin it. Yeah, it said either bulk up or wait for it to defrost. And see, I'm probably way overthinking this, Defuncitator, but I'm pretty sure in the... When I found that note that the guy was like, I moved it from the bear fridge to the ice cream maker, it said something along the lines of, I did it to keep it cold because it needs to stay cold. And so now I'm like, well, I've left it plugged in because I didn't want it to get uncold. Didn't want it to warm up and get ruined. And I would hope that And so that's why I'm concerned that it'll get ruined if I let it de-thaw. But my hands are kind of tied at this point, so we're just going to have to... If that happens, I'll read about it on a wiki about what you could have done differently. So right now, that one is locked. So let's go to bed. I guess I could try out hardcore to the mega, but I think I'll wait until I'm done with the -2. That'll make that a little bit more achievable. Enter the shack. Ah, see, I got a shivers one time when I came in here to look under the floorboard, but this has never been highlighted before. So let's look under the floorboard. As you look, the floorboard is in the corner of the shack. It's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Move the board aside. The hollow space underneath the floorboard is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. What is in here? Search through the sand and sawdust. What is in here? Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Search through the sand and the sawdust. You stick your hand and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust, and then something hard wrapped in paper. What is it? A 9mm bullet. A small cylindrical object, you pull it out, a bullet, a 9mm bullet, to be exact, fit for all muzzleloaders of that caliber. This bullet isn't for a breech loader like the murder weapon. The floorboard isn't interested, maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition, she's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. Alright, little washerwoman. What's this about bullets?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack? Oh, damn that girl, she murmurs softly, and without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure. I'm guessing you didn't put it there, Ruby did. Gone and hid things in there. She shakes her head. She's usually a good tenant and not a stupid one either. You rented the room to her. The old woman sits in silence, her hands moving into the water bucket. It's late. You need to wrap up this washing. It's late and cold. Some water sloshes over the edge. Slowly she speaks, wringing out a rag. Yes, I wonder if it's supposed to be lent. I don't know. I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I made it clear we welcome all kinds of people here. When was this? She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. Her wrinkled hand needs a blue rag in the water. What has she gotten herself into, that girl? You said she left on Monday. Yes, early with the dogs around 8 o'clock. She probably heard the lieutenant's kinema drive by and it woke her up just like it did you. Is the room exactly as she left it? I cleaned it like I always do. Was there anything else there? No. The truth, sire. What is she like, Ruby? She's good company, knows how to talk to an old woman. She rubs her cold hands together. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation, so I really appreciate that about her. Did she talk to you much this time? No, she was mostly silent this time, kept to herself. What do you mean? She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room. Why do you think she left the bullet there? How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun. She looks back towards her shack thinking, I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior? Nothing of the sort. She shakes her head. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way, but I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you called a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the Camineer life, but I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do. Did she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff? Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape Milus she'd made. She brushes her forehead with the back of her hand. Water drips to the ground. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that. She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere. Where did she go? I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on the door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. It's a peninsula. She might be trapped. After a moment of silence, she says, "You'll never find her, you know." Her tone is without malice. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived. Further up the coast then, you're right, this place is huge. She's a needle in the haystack. Wipe your brow. Man, I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. Are you sure she didn't go somewhere else more pleasant and less wet? Further up the coast we go then. Are you sure you wouldn't rather stay here, get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? She drops the rag into the bucket. It's clean now. She likes a better... seems like a better idea to me. The failed electrical mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time. I had a few more questions about Ruby. Already asked them all. Well, now we're at an interesting impasse. One more thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her. Everybody keeps asking me to go easy on everybody. She looks around. The air is getting colder. She's a good girl, whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in. Look, I'm the arbiter of the law. I will go on them as easy as the law abides. So, I really wanted to go to bed now so I could get Kim back, but I feel like maybe that's not the best idea. Since she's like, wouldn't it be nice to have a nice warm bed? Maybe I should go now to look at these places. Kim is going to be like, what the hell happened while I was gone? There's a slit in the concrete here, a sewer. The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth. What's in there? Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer. Yell ho into the slit. There's no echo, no answer. Finished thought. But, you know what I got? Got me a big old pry bar. Well, that's weird. Thought it was going to let me pry open the sewer there. Huh. I'm just going to force the law. Guy afraid of having another cop around. No, I'm not afraid of having another cop around. I want Kim here. But what I'm afraid of is that the old lady is all like, you shouldn't go chase her right now. Wouldn't it be nice to sleep in a warm bed? And then that's what I want to do to get Kim back. But because she wants me to do it, I think I should go chase this woman because she's going to get away otherwise. Or something bad is going to happen. Because that's what she wants me to do. I'm here at the boardwalk. I might as well go ahead and investigate the bullet, the shot. Kalish said there wasn't a shot sound, so it probably was made far away. Trash can, there's some tear and empty... I already looked at this. Wasn't there a prompt to investigate the boardwalk? Check boardwalk for bullet traces. Do I need my flashlight out? Maybe that's what I need? This is the boardwalk. Don't see any bullet traces. There's a board. This is a walking board. Not seeing anything. I want to know, like, can you stay up all night, or do you eventually just, are you forced to go to sleep? I've never had this become a thing before. You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out failed electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine the loops a long time ago, but now shadows of peeled letters remain. It says tomorrow is just a whisper away. Step closer. Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. Failed electrical. How ironic, all these dark rooms. Failed electrical, you only know them as a small company that make ink cartridges. Looks like they used to be big. Why do I feel like I know this place? Indeed, somehow you knew it was here, an urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez. You felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since. Could she be in there? You try to peer in, but there are no windows on this side, only the disinterested whistle of the wind. Huh. Well, that's odd. I did what you asked me to do. Do I need to have the crowbar as well? Look for Ruby. Looking for Ruby brought you to a mural that you somehow think is important. Inspect it thoroughly. I did inspect it thoroughly. Do I feel like I know this place? Could she be in there? Try to peer in there, but no. Blah, blah, blah. Leave. There's a payphone. Can't get in that way. Huh, well. I don't know, maybe it won't let me in until I have Kim. Maybe he's got to go in with me. If that was the case, I wish it would just tell me. It's also, I can't investigate the bullets, it seems. I guess I'll just go to sleep then. I mean, that's weird. I feel like I have done exactly what the game has asked me to do. It's odd. I haven't encountered anything quite like this yet. Investigate it thoroughly. I did investigate it thoroughly. Was it the failed memorial? Was that where it told me to go? Titus. Yeah, I thought it was. Looking for Ruby Botchit. Yeah, I mean, it's literally asked me, could she be in there? Let's go look. Kim's gonna be so pissed off if you don't have this case solved by morning. Yeah, you're right. He's gonna be very disappointed. He's gonna be like, what did you do all evening? Just might as well check for the phasmid. Gonna guess it's still no phasmid. That's disappointing. I really don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go to sleep. I don't see a way in. Unless you guys see something that I'm missing. also don't see a way to... Might as well check that one. But my job here is not to help, but just to make second guesses. Thanks, I appreciate your... It's dead locusts. I really don't see anything. I feel like... Oh, there's a thought bubble. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking the shot? Just some urban... There is something here. Is there something here that would indicate a sniper used this place as a nest for taking a shot? Just some urban detritus, a bottle, a dilapidated old comms tower. Ooh, there is. In the distance, you can hear the breakers roar. Maybe the campfire was used by the perpetrator. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower, took the shot there. To warm his hands before he pulled the trigger, there was no markings on the ground for a tripod. He would have had to lie on a mattress. This is simply not a good spot for a 1.2 kilometer shot. Fair enough. Maybe the assailant climbed the comms tower. Salty water has corroded the ladder to nothing but two thin orange rails. In addition, there is no stable nest up there. It would have been useless. What about the Savier Fair? It does look extremely rickety and wouldn't help much either. What about the cigarette butts? Smoking assailant who favors Trimentori to Astra or Durium. Cigarette butts are part of the campfire set. They're also everywhere. Triometeri was a Revacholian colony of Ilmara. The suzerainity's population was mostly Ilmaran Aropagites, up to 97%. The region was known for its tobacco export, hence the name. I want to know a lot more about this. Enough the cigarettes are unimportant. Nothing is unimportant, detective. Let go of the water to the whirling and rags. There, 1.2 kilometers over the wave. Crossed bay through the heavy, dark gray curtains of rain, you see this small rectangle barely visible. The light is off on the third floor of the Whirling and Rags. The young woman is gone in Precinct 27, safe, closed off. Her form no longer moves behind the glass there. I don't think it came from here. What am I missing? Remind me to bring this moment up. Which moment? That specific moment? The talk with the... Or just in general, me running around by myself here in the wastes? This whole general situation. Okay. I will. So, so there wasn't anything for me to highlight there, so I'm guessing it's odd here, though. I'm guessing the sniper's nest is on top of this building that I can't seem to get into, that the game wants me to get into. And now I'm very, very confused. Do I need to, like, shine my flashlight in those windows? Is that what the game wants me to do? I don't know. I'm just kind of stuck. Why do I feel like I know this place? Da-da-da. Is there a mural over here? There's all those bullet holes. Yes, I am thinking outside the box. There's something going... I'm missing something. I just don't know what it is. Is the Phasmid here? Still can't... Travis filled with dead. Oh, I really wanted the Phasmid to work out. Alright, I've already done that. Yeah, we already did this. Goodbye. Oh! This looks promising. A door, a building, a hiding place. Could the instigator be inside? There's no way the perp is here, officer. Look how scarred the boards are. All attempts to pry them off have failed. Can I try to get in, though? Not this time. The opposition is insurmountable, but I like the spirit. Have some points. It's lonely and cold without points. Well, thank you. Well, poo. I thought I had it. There's a bottle. I guess I could give that to Idiot Doom Spiral to get another story. Do. They said to go to the mural, but I went to the mural and saw nothing. I wonder if she's in one of those other houses? Try to peer in there, but there are no windows on the side, only disinterested whistle of the wind. I like that is a tool. That's funny. At least I don't ever remember really using this. There's no way that's it, right? I mean, you can't have to have had... What if I just have my good old... If I had this... Let's just try this setup. Well, this is probably the most boring stream that I've ever done. Just consistent trial and error. And there's actually not a lot of trial and just a whole lot of error. Just consistent error. There was a sewer. There's a sewer. And there's a sewer pipe. Right? Isn't that somebody talk about a sewer pipe that was broken around here somewhere? I can't remember where it was now. Skewer pipes? Hey, Neo Spartacus. Maybe you need Kim. Well, I thought that as well. That maybe I need Kim. And I'm quickly... it's just odd for the game to, like, lock me out and not let me do anything without telling me I need Kim. But I'm quickly coming to that same conclusion because I don't see anything else to do. So I think I'm just going to assume we need Kim. I feel like I've tried everything. I'm sure there's something I haven't tried that the Funkitator is just cackling in laughter about. Alright. We are just going to move back. We're gonna go get Kim back. Roll with the wheelchair lady. Lena, she's gone. I would totally roll with the wheelchair lady. She's gone. Can't come out here. I'm gonna go check that big house. I'm gonna assume there's nothing up there. But I've looked everywhere else, so I might as well be thorough. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. It's what I always say. Whoa. Did I just get a pop-up? No. I totally roll with the wheelchair lady, guy who specifically chose. Hey, I did ask her at some point if she wanted, once I knew her a little better, if she wanted to come and hang out with us. The shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. How did I get in here? Is it through here? Is this how I got in? There it is. The broken fence. Alright, are you in here, Ruby? Alright, I don't see anything. There's this one building here that just has like an empty red chair in it that is, for some reason, it seems auspicious. I don't really know why. It's just a building with a red chair. I never didn't find anything in it. Until now. Nope. Just a red chair. Alright. I assume that I've just wasted the last 20 minutes-ish, maybe more. We're just gonna call it a night. Kim will save us. I'm gonna go to sleep with my trusty bolt cutters and pry bar. Cut to game over. You let Ruby get away. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep. Yeah, the old lady's she's going to get me in my sleep. You're right.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Then, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is going to be really chill. Dark shore my ass. I know what this is. Yeah, just let me sleep. Dark shore my ass. I know what this is.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
I'd say that's going pretty well, all things considered. This bastard isn't even listening to you. You're right, rhetoric.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I don't care. That doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad. Shut up. I just want to sleep. Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad? I don't know. Is that supposed to be sarcastic? Is it like air quotes? Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad? Or am I acknowledging that I'm a murderer and yeah, that's bad? Sarcastic bad. Shut up, I just want to sleep.
Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people.
Get off my
That's
back,
nothing
limbic system.
to him. Black water under the brain. The thing he's really scared of
What am I really scared
is
of?
much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. They keep you from it. Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep.
We're trying to help you. All these processes These tortures, voices, and tremors are all just distractions, flares, and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream, the worst of them all.
The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots. Her face forms in summertime. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think either of those things. And there's... Her face forms in summertime, and the air will smell of apricots. And her face forms in summertime.
Hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
What really happened with his ex-wife?
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
Huh. Those conversations always just kind of throw me for a loop. I don't really understand them that well. Alright. We should have our good buddy Kim back. There's nothing to do here. Let's ride. Yeah, boy. Good morning, Kim. You might want to know why I am... Really, you don't want to, like, a... update? You're just gonna... roll around. There should have been something, right? There needed to be some kind of... communication there. Of, like, hey, here's what I found out. I get it. I get it's a game. Oh, we should check... Barbell has reset. I never knew that. Oh no. Yeah, I would have thought he would have said something too, Defuncatator. Eggheads is reset. But the ice cream maker hasn't. Look at that. That's interesting. Let's head up there and see what's going on. Yeah, it seems kind of... I'm sure there's... somewhere there is a... I did put... I bet the barbell reset because I did put a point in physical instrument after I tried it, so that has to be it. So yeah, it's very interesting. Some things do reset based off of conversations. I've definitely had conversations and then had a failed attempt reset at that point. This sucks. I don't want to put another point in physical instrument. Do I have a point? Yes. Ugh. We can maybe call about that armor, too. I feel like it's been days trying to get that information. I don't think sleeping does it. Yeah, I don't think it does either. But hey, science! That's why you're never 100% sure about anything, right? Always leave that margin for error. God, how long does this thing take to de-thaw? I'm still not getting any slowly melting. How long? I mean, it would tell me, right? Like, that would update if with the new information, wouldn't it? If it had de-thawed? I'm gonna just leave it be for now. Maybe it'll unlock itself after it thaws some more. I mean, because there was that whole, hey, you should let it thaw out prompt. It's worth the risk at this point. Skill points are, you know, they seem to be limited at best. Alright, let's call. Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready? The lieutenant leans in. Shoot. The suit of armor was issued to an Ornage citizen named Ellis Courtinier. That's blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to spell that out. Exact date of birth unknown. He was signed into Lelystad County Neonatal Care Unit of 28th February 09. Neonatal Care Unit. He was found as a newborn in a near an abandoned farm. Spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2. This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Ornage forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did, and that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel or any of its other incarnations, or him entering Revachol. When he was found a leaf compactor. It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files, so I thought it would be good for you to know. It is. Thank you, Alice. Any information on his foster parents? None. So all we have to connect him to Crenel is the armor. Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. He leans closer and shouts, "Thank you, Alice. Great work." "No problem, Lieutenant." She sounds pleased. Well, we have his name and service record now. Let's move on. A name. This is very good. Elias Ellis Courtinier. He says to himself. Alright. Boom. Another quest down. So it is day 5 of the investigation. Whoa. Is Renee gone? Yeah. Whoa, something's going on here. Where's Renee? Ellis is the guy that got killed.
Care to play a game with a lonely old man?
What happened, guys?
Actually, never mind. It wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee? The prick is gone, he replies, trying to smile. I can barely believe it, but he's really gone. He's trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face. Gone where? Do you know what happened to his medals? Pfft. Gone where? Gaston sighs and mumbles for himself. Hell, most likely he was an absolute cunt. Wait, how did he die exactly? His angry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week. Just had to prove how tough he was. Wait, did he push himself to prove he can pull his weight around and doesn't need handouts? Guess he was about to head home, because when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the cockatoo uniform I saw him in all the time. Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Gaston smiles a sad smile. Now the joke's on him, because he's going to be buried without it. That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth, something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself to Revachol. Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there? No, he replied quickly. Rene was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable. Aw, it's so sad. Was he really that bad? I repeat, an absolute cunt. He turns to look at the crater. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper. The only people who could stand to be around him were Jeannie and me. He pauses. She saw something in him when we were just kids, and his voice trembles, and she never lost sight of it. And I thought, if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to. Did you love him? We've hated each other our entire lives, so much in fact. He falls silent and looks at you, your eyes filling up with tears. Yes, I loved that anger prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. He wipes his eyes with a sleeve. You know what his last words to me were? Tell me. In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without a trial. That's what he said to me. The old man gathers himself and wipes his eyes. He lived... Let's leave it at that. Do you know what happened? You know what happened to his medals? He looks at you for a moment, and then I took them off for myself, took them to remember that old... Nobody knew him better than I did, and I want to remember that old... My gosh, this guy really is on it, huh? Strange. Here's something to remember your friends by. Give him the photograph. Let me see. Gaston takes the photo. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young Rene looks so happy, and Jeannie, eyes blurry with tears. He has to stop. I'm sorry, officer. He dries his eye. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me. That was nice, the lieutenant smiles. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know that Rene had the photo. I offer my sincere condolences. Yes, the lieutenant nods. We are both very sorry for your loss. It is what it is, part of life really. He mumbles, only half listening to you, but to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone. I just don't know anymore about anything, really. He slowly shakes his head, then remembering your presence, but you must need something. I asked him about the Maybells. The old man stares at the flower, then sighs and says Rene wasn't really what you call a botanist, and believe me, he didn't like Insulindian lilies. Wait, Insulindian lilies? He replies with a slight nod. That's their old name, dating back to the time of kings and crests and all the other stuff we loved so much. Why didn't he like them? There were many reasons, but mostly it was the communards. They called them the bells of the revolution. A sad smile passes his face. I guess it's the end of the Insulid. I guess in the end, the Insulindian lilies were just another piece of the old Insulinde. The royalists had to surrender to the Mazovian insurgents. It doesn't really matter anymore. To go over things for the name, blah blah blah. Conclude. I ask you about the Union. Bye for now. That's sad. That is sad, sad, sad. But we'll probably go, I need to go pick up that uniform. 10:55. Let's go get the uniform and call it a night. Don't mind us. Just gonna go loot a old uniform that might be of use in stat checks. Don't mind us. There's actually a check I've failed up here in this office. Failed it several times. Well, once or twice. I wonder if I've unlocked it again. I think it was in here. Force yourself to go through the files. Do I have anything else that can up my volition? Real quick, do I have anything that's taking it down? I think something does add volition. I think I have something for volition. Empathy, drama. So I remember making some volition rolls. I thought I had something. There we go. The armor. Ooh. Whatever is hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of whoever there is. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck to the side of the drawer. Look at the note. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everett's shoes, special whirling borscht, water, Everett's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on this list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. Turn to the lieutenant. Look, Kim, a to-do list with errands for Everett. Inspects the note. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here. The special borscht seems to be a bit odd in the list. Take another look at the note. Maybe we should go check that out. Add that to our list of things to investigate. Alright. Let's go. This is Night Watchman's booth. Yeah, Renee. Take it. It's just there. Who cares? It's not anything. Should we take the uniform? They're gonna... He already said they're gonna bury him in something else. Alright, let's take it. I suppose Renee is not going to be needing it anymore. He studies the uniform. It's a bit too colorful for my taste, though. It's needed for work and all that. This is going to take my shit to the next level. That's funny. I'm done here. That's a hum needed for work and all that. Fantastic. Try not to wear it with other similarly colorful clothes. Well, Kim didn't seem too upset by that. +1 to Revacholian nationalhood. Reaction speed. That's cool. I didn't get a hat, huh? Would have liked to have a hat. Alright. Back to the whirling. Let's check about that borscht. And then we'll probably call it a night. Okay. These guys look like oddly slouched. Could have like drawn them with a little bit more, I don't know, you know, less. Bleh. More. Yeah, strike. Alright, real quick, we're gonna ask and see if there's anything.
Hey, is there something you needed?
Well, bringing him that new bird sure made the difference in his attitude. So really? You're still not gonna, like, give me a discount or anything? Fine. I'm guessing this guy, I can't understand him, so... You know what's behind the door? You got some impressive pots. Oh, nothing. Alright, well, I tried. I guess I could ask Leo about it if I ever go back into the shipyards. Well, this was an interesting this was an interesting session. Didn't quite make as much progress as I had hoped. I feel like everything I tried to do just kind of countered resistance. But, hey, progress is progress. We can't, beggars can't be choosers. I wonder if that boat is still over there. Let's just head over here. We'll save it, call it a night. We'll be back at it soon enough. So I'm afraid if I keep going, once I turn over the next rock, I feel like a bunch more dominoes are going to start falling, and I'll be up all night playing to see what happens. Unfortunately, can't afford to do that. Okay, oh, they're back. I feel like he's going to get very upset when I start defacing his building, his favorite building. Okay. I think that's it for tonight. Hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, you want to know, when I go live next, just hit the follow button, and you'll get that notification every time I go live. If you want to see the past episodes, click the little YouTube link. It'll take you over to the YouTube page where everything is archived, and you'll see the past episodes of Disco Elysium as well as the other Let's Plays I've done. And I've got some archived there that I need to get put up or made public, but I'll get them up there soon. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you'd like to join in live, just check a link in the description to head over to the Twitch page so you can follow me, and you'll get those notifications when I start. Thank you guys for joining in. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!